asking a question here that how is it that why he was defeated? Sridhar Swami is asking that question. And the reason is given that Kamdev had become proud. Why Kamdev was become proud? Because he had defeated Brahma. Now, of course, Brahma, Shiva, they are exalted personalities. He had defeated Brahma. He had defeated even Shiva. Now, Shiva has actually burned down the Kama, but Shiva could not give up the Krodha. And then when we know when Lord appeared as Mohini Murti, then Shiva was following it. So Kamadev had become proud because he had defeated Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva. He had practically defeated all the demigods. So he was proud himself. So to remove this pride of this Kamadev, Krishna had performed this pastime here. Ras Leela pastime. Now the point is that this Kamadev is the one which is actually giving trouble to all the Jivatma. Kam is the thing which is giving us a trouble. The fire of this Kam is actually burning us to all Jivatma. Jivatma is the part and parcel of the Lord. We are meant to serve the Lord. We have that rasa. We have that rasa in our senses, our mind, our intelligence, our ego. Jivatma has that rasa. And that rasa is to connect with the Lord and relish the rasa, which is because Krishna is the store of rasa. He's the king of rasa. And as a Jivatma, we're supposed to serve him. And when Krishna is relishing this rasa, then Jivatma has been a part and parcel. We also enjoy. We are enjoyed by his enjoyment. But because of this, in the material world, we have come because of this kama, because of this lust, it dries away. Kama is drying away our rasa from the senses, mind, intelligent ego. And Jivatma is also drying away. See, now this kama, now kama doesn't mean, most of the time in the material world, we think kama is the attraction with opposite sex. Yes, that is prominent. Man for the woman for the man, because of the lust. But beside that, kama is also something to gain more. If the brahmachari is there and he wants to have the nice silk clothes, silk dresses, or nice woolen chadar, desiring, and of course for the preaching purpose, we have to look nice, we have to wear nicely. But the point is, if the desire is there just to make a show, that is a kama. If I'm desiring to eat more gulab jamuns, that is kama. So kama is acting on different people, different ways. But of course, the prominent is the attraction between man and the woman for the man for the woman. And this kama is actually burning us. Kama is actually causing us this to stay in the material world. Because calm, lust, and the attachment. Envy, attachment, kama. Of course, envy is the king of all the anarthas. But this kama is also one of them. Envy is the king. But the kama is also main, which is keeping us. Now this kama is such that when the person, the firewood, when the person die, right? Then we burn that with firewood with that body. You see, but this kama means the agni, the fire of this firewood. Fire of this firewood is burning to us while we are alive. While we are alive, while we are living the life. At that time, this fire of this karma is burning us. The fire would, when the person died, then it burns the body. But this karma is burning us while we are alive. Not just that, but the karma, when the person dies, then the firewood of that fire is burning the living entities, only gross body. Subtle body, mind, intelligence, and ego, they are transferring to another body. But this karma is burning us while we are not just to our gross body, but also to our subtle body, mind, intelligent, ego. Manamantana, calm is churning our mind. You see, mind is this calm is churning, and it is take away all the juice, all the rasa which we supposed to have for Krishna. Is drying up. See, so this is a situation in the material world of the living entity. This is the situation of the living entity in the material world. And unfortunately, people don't realize that. People don't see it. We are so fortunate. We are so fortunate that we know what the cause is. What is the cause of our suffering? We know in the material world. We know that. This is by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. We can know what is cause of my suffering in this material world, and that is the karma, and also the king of the all the anarthas is the envy. See, and then most of the time when we now the karma and it's burning to everybody, and this karma is not just burning in the material, but it's also in the water, even in the sky. Look at in the water. Look at in the water. In the water, even all the which are water living entities in the water. What are they doing? Same, karma. Look at in the sky. Same karma. Different birds, right? So this is a situation of us in the material world. And then we say, when we say that the karma which is here is spread everywhere in this material world. Because of our desire, what is the karma means? What is Shilam Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in the Chaitanya Chaitam? Krishnapati Indriya means the senses which is used for my own purpose is the karma. When the senses and mind used for my own purposes, that is karma. But when the same senses and the mind and intelligent ego are used in the service of the Lord, that is love. So most of the time when we ask people, how are you? And they say, I'm good, I'm fine. But in the inside of his heart, is he really good? Is he really fine? No, because calm, this lust, Kamadev is acting. And we'll talk about, he has 5 arrows. We'll talk about those 5 arrows, which are the 5 arrows Kamadev has. So, but everybody in the material world are burning in the fire of this Kamadev. So, this Kamadev, now how will be removed? We have to also find the solution. We talk about negative, but there is positive solution also. We have to find solution positive, isn't it? That's what Krishna consciousness is. Krishna consciousness is something everything used in service of the Lord. We don't see only negative, but then we also find something positive to do. There is Krishna consciousness, to go positive, to the right path, go to the path where I'll be uplifted myself spiritually, go up. You see. So here the calm, how will be calm will be removed by the service to the Lord, by establishing our loving relationship with the Lord. And how this loving relationship with the Lord will be established? By the mercy of the Lord. That is most important, by the mercy. We can do many things, but if the mercy is not there, of course, Krishna is so kind. He is most merciful person. He will be merciful. And if he will not merciful, his devotee will be merciful. That's why Srila Prabhupada, I can say myself, I'm a mercy case. I'm a mercy case. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and his followers, I'm just going on in my devotional service, somehow or other, you see, because they are most merciful. You know many things, Srila Prabhupada, even though many devotees made so many mistakes, but how Srila Prabhupada was so merciful. He didn't reject anybody. He didn't reject anybody. So that is the mercy. So, you know, so here the Kamadev, he was proud of himself, and he was running, he was going around everywhere. You know, when you are powerful personality, and then the itching happens in your hands, right? Because you want to fight with someone. So this Kamdev was also very proud, and he wanted to fight with someone. He was looking for someone to fight. So he came across Narad Muni. And he wants to fight with Narad Muni. Narad Muni said, wait a minute. I'm not the person to fight. I'm not qualified to fight with you. I'm not powerful. I don't have a strength to fight with you. You see. He said, but you can do one thing. You know, you can go in Vrindavan, and there is Krishna, little boy. I think you should go and you should ask him. You should challenge him. You should challenge him, you should fight with him. He will be a right person for you. So of course, Kamadev decided, Kam thought, oh, good. Krishna is little boy, let me go. So Kamadev came to Vrindavan, he met Krishna, and he's saying that I have heard all about your glories, and I want to fight with you. Krishna says, yes. If that's what challenge you want, okay. But this is what you do. Not right now, when I will play the flute in the evening time, and I will play the flute. At that time, there will be thousands and thousands of young girls will come, and you will enjoy. At that time, we can have a fight. See. So this, so he thought, oh, this is a good thing, because there are thousands and thousands young girls will now remain. Here we're talking about the gopis here. Gopis are coming from the Golok Vrindavan. Beautiful. So Kamdev was happy. He said, oh, I'm gonna have here, I'm gonna enjoy. Now this karma is such, this karma is never satisfied. That's another thing is there. See? If the karma is not satisfied, then it turns into anger. And if the karma is satisfied, then it turns into greed, because it's never satisfied. See, and this karma is as you feed this karma, it grows more and more. Actually, feeding, and that's what is happening in material world. People don't realize it. People don't realize, and then that causes a lot of problem. It is said in the scripture that the karma is the one making living entity become old because of the karma. The young man becomes old because of looks old because of this karma, lust. And it says that one time you lose the karma, energy of this karma, is you losing the 10 days of your 10 days your living, your age is going down. See? And it making the person, and he or she is losing this, also losing, is getting older. It's burning. So this karma, which is while we are living, while we are alive, is burning us in our heart, in our mind, churning our mind. See? So this karma approached Krishna, and Krishna said, okay. So Krishna, when Kamadev was very happy. He was very happy, so I'm gonna fulfill my desire now. You see. So then he had come with his 5 arrows. Kamadev has 5 arrows. He had come with his 5 arrows to shoot Krishna. So when Krishna, he was ready. Now what are those 5 arrows? One is called the Unmad, means madness. You see, person becomes mad when person sees opposite sex. Man see the woman, woman see the man. They become mad with each other. When a person sees, he becomes mad. So it's called Unmad. Nasa. When we go to the temple, for example, this is just a general example. When we go to temple, instead of seeing the deities, when we see some opposite sex, both man for the woman, woman for the man, the eyes are going right straight to that person instead of looking at the beautiful form of the Lord. This is why, because Unmad, madness. See? Instead of having the darshan of the Lord, we are using our eyes in the wrong way. And this to apply to everybody, myself also. And on the top of the man or woman is thinking, no, I'm not doing that. But in subtle way, because in the mind, in subtle form is burning, so it's doing that. We know 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and about there is the 11th is the mind. And about the mind is the intelligent. The mind has covered intelligent also. Isn't it? Mind has covered intelligent. And that's why that intelligence is also material intelligence. We know from the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of King Puranjana. King Puranjana had a wife. His wife is allegorical story, allegorical pastimes. Actually, it was King Prachin Barhisit. But Narad Muni is putting the allegorical story of the king Prachin Barhisit. He cannot say directly, so he's giving the story. He's giving the story of King Puranjana. And King Puranjana's wife is the material intelligent. Now, material intelligent is also she was guiding him towards spiritual life, right? She was guiding towards spiritual life, but he, because of the mode of ignorance and passion, she was guiding to pravritti marg, to King Puranjana. But because of the ignorance, he left his wife and he went in the forest to hunt for the animals. Because what is that hunt for the animals? Looking for another ladies. That's what he went for. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto. Gave up his religious wife, which was material intelligence. He gave up that and he went for hunting in the market to find another ladies. Why? Because of madness. So this is one. Second arrow of the karma is tapan. Means get you so burning. It makes it heart burns. The arrow this burns, make us burn. Our mind, our senses, intelligent. It burns. So that's second arrow. And we know that when that happens, then man loses his intelligence. He knows he or she knows they're not supposed to do it. What is Arjuna says in Bhagavad Gita? What is that man is, or why man is forced to do the sinful activity? What Krishna says, Kama Yesha Krodesha, Rajoguna Samudbhava. Right? Krishna says that. So this is tapan, burning. Third arrow is the shoshan. Shoshan means it takes away, dry away, takes away all the juice, all the rasa which we have in our heart. Heart is full with rasa because we are in part and parcel of the rasa of the Krishna. Krishna is Rasaraj. And we are part and parcel. We also have that rasa. But that rasa dries away. Shoshan, it drying up, that juice. And fourth is that's shoshan. Fourth is the stamban. Stamban is the firm, fixedly formed. If you say your daughter or anyone, I'm just giving example. They don't take much time in the decoration or perfumes and all these things. If you tell her, she say, I'm not doing it. If you say your son or some other person, you don't have to wear so nice clothes. Say, yeah, you have to wear clothes, but not nice. I'm not doing it. Isn't it? This is stamban, ऐठ आ जाती है. Fixedly, firmly fixed. Decorating this body. And the last one is sammohan. Sammohan is akarshan, means attraction, moha. Moha is going up in the body. Moha is going up and up and up in the body. See. So this Kamadev, and one point is not just 5 arrows required. One arrow out of this 5, one arrow is making person animal, making like a donkey. Of this fire, out of this fire is one arrow is making person like a donkey. Yes. Gidar. But persons don't realize it, don't see that. Don't think of that. They think it's common. It's like everyday world is like that. So it's like common because everybody is doing it. So these are the 5 arrows. With these 5 arrows, he had come. Now understand, this Ras Leela was not a Ras Leela of the what we think in the material world, attraction between man and woman. This is on the spiritual platform. All the gopis, they are completely liberated souls. They are Nitya Siddha. They are the Parshada of the Lord coming here to perform the pastimes so that devotees can enjoy, devotees can relish those pastimes. So this Ras Leela was not a Ras Leela of the material world to enjoy this body, the senses, mind, intelligent. It wasn't like. And all these girls, they had come, they were Kishori, they were little girls, but beautiful. We'll talk sometime, Vastraharan Lila. It is a nice pastime of that. Some other time we can, talk about that. Krishna still in the garments of the gopis. Anyhow, so he had come with his 5 arrows, and Krishna had come. Krishna played the flute, so all the thousands and thousands of gopis had come there. And they were all they were beautiful. And Krishna was also, of course, Krishna means all attractive, you know that. He was the most attractive. So Kamdev had his 5 arrows ready to shoot this little boy. But Krishna is all attractive. So he is holding his arrows, but his mind is on that beautiful form of Krishna. How Krishna plays, how Krishna works. How Krishna works. Krishna's one act solves many purposes. That's what Krishna does. So Krishna's beautiful form, the Kamdev, his arrows are, he has his hands are on the arrows, but his mind and his eyes are on this beautiful form of Krishna. He just keep looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. He couldn't get his eyes off from the form of this beautiful form of Krishna. He could not get his eyes off. On the other side, he had these arrows to shoot. See? So Krishna saw this. What's happening, what this Kamdev is doing. So Krishna went there near him and moved the 5 arrows other way around. Means the 5 arrows is towards his chest. Other way around. You see. And Krishna shoot him. So Kamdev was actually injured. Hatana. That's why it's called, the village called Hatana. So in this material world also, and then of course, Kamdev's wife, Rati, also had come there. And she saw her husband is killed. Husband is become, he has injured, he's defeated. She was kind of upset. She was crying. But Radharani was there with Krishna. So Radharani gave her indication to Rati. Please take the calm your husband from here. Don't keep him here, because he will not able to enjoy this rasa dance. It will not able to handle it. And this is also important lesson for us. I can say for myself. We cannot go to the Rasa Leela pastime just like that. See, I have to be qualified. Because if I'm not qualified and I try to do it, what will happen? I'll become sahajya. I will lose it. I will lose my devotional service. So this is also important lesson. But as we say, as we talked about, this calm is churning the mind, and he's churning our mind, right? And the mind is always thinking. Mind job is thinking, feeling, and willing. And mind has controlled the intelligent. And that's why mind is just everything mind is doing it. Intelligence going along with the mind, even though my intelligence higher than the mind. See? And then because considering I am this body, false ego, I'm this body, means everything, I and mine, everything around me is mine. See? So this calm is taking away the juice, is drying up our mind, intelligent, ego, drying up. So this way, the Kamadev was, the Sriji, by the mercy of then this Rati, the wife of Kamadev, took away from Kamadev from here. So here is the Kamadev, which was actually was killed, was defeated, and that's why that place is called Hatana, name of the village. When we go in the parikrama, from when we walk from Kukilavan to Sheshashai, then passing the main Agra road, Delhi Agra road, we pass through and we walk and we come to the Hatana Gaon, and from Hatana we go to Sheshashai. So this is, I thought it would be nice to meditate on this pastime, because this can help us. We have a hope. That's one good thing about us. We have a hope. We are on the right path. And we can overcome this karma by engaging in the service of the Lord, praying, associating, hearing, chanting, associating. Keep ourselves busy in performing devotional service. And we can overcome. And Krishna is so kind. And Krishna is so kind, but his devotee is more kind than Krishna. I'm reading Srimad Bhagavatam with my Shiksha Guru here, and I was talking to her, and I was telling her that I'm getting old here, and I said a time is coming in the life where you can't even, sometimes you can't remember the prayers, isn't it? When the old age comes, of course there is young audience must be there, but there are some, I am old, I can say myself. And as we grow older, then what happens? We can't even remember sometimes the names. Sometimes the prayers we can't remember. We have chanted those prayers for 40 years, 50 years. I can't remember sometimes the prayers. So what's going to happen to me? I said, what's going to happen? Probably I'll be lying in the bed. I'll have all the tubes going here and there from the heart and from the ear, from the mouth, and all the tubes will be hanging in. How am I going to remember? I said. Am I going to remember Krishna at that time? She gave a good answer. She said, Bhadra, don't worry. Srila Prabhupada is so kind. You have served Krishna, Krishna will remind you. Krishna will come and Krishna will remind you. He said. And she had experience of that. So she said, I had experience of that. I'm sharing that. Krishna will remind you. Krishna will not forget you. Whatever you have little bit service you have done for Krishna, Krishna will remember that. That is the beauty about devotional service. Krishna will tell you, oh, you had gone to Sarprasadam on Sunday. You had gone in the kitchen to cook for me. You had gone to dress me so and so day. You were taking care of me in your home in the deity form, right? Krishna will not forget. And that's the hope we have, isn't it? So anyhow, there is 15 minutes left, so I should just go now to the Seshashai. Seshashai, I hope I'm going to cover in 15 minutes. Seshashai is should I cover it or we should go for the question answer? What do you say, Pradevna Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Yes, a cover on that Sesai temple.
Okay.
Because Sesai temple has some pastime there. Garbhodaksai Vishnu and Lakshmi Devi said, and how the Krishna turned to the Anantadev.
Okay, so what happened is that, so I guess it will take a little bit, 5 minutes more. Is that okay? If I go over?
Yes.
Okay. So Seshashai is they call the people, Brajvasi call them Podanath, because he always sleeps there. If you go, now this deity, when you go in Seshashai, that deity is actually was during the Brajanath time. Krishna's great grandson Bhajanath had actually established that deity. That is the original deity there. And Lord Chaitanya went there also. He was dancing when he went there. See? And he's just lying there. So he's called the Podana. They call him to the Podana. Now this Sesha is not Lakshmi Narayan. It's Radha Krishna actually. The deity is actually Radha Krishna. Because in the Braj, whatever the Brajvasi has desires, Krishna has fulfilled those desires. So what happened is that's why you can see there that what happens is that while Krishna was performing, let's talk about the pastime. While Krishna was performing this pastime with Rasa dance, and suddenly he left in the middle of the Rasa dance, he left. And we know now, according to Garga Samhita, there were 4 Maharashas. And Gopi Git was sang in the Kokilavan. So he had gone in the middle of Raj dance, he left. And after he returned, then all the gopis are saying, Kahan gaya tha? Where did you go? Why did you leave us? Like that. Where did you go? So he says, well, I had gone, my one of my devotee was in a trouble. So this is the beauty about Krishna. Krishna never forgets his devotee. If his devotee is in trouble, Krishna leaves his rasa dance and he goes there to help his devotee. So there was a devotee, there was in Pushkar trip, there was a Hans Nam. There was a yogi by the Hansa. And this Hans in Pushkar trip, this he was Mahamuni, Hans Mahamuni. And he was performing tapasya there. Now remember, this tapasya he was performing in the ocean of the yogurt. And he was performing this tapasya. This tapasya was not our business tapasya to perform our business, we do tapasya. This was really, he was performing tapasya. in the ocean of the yogurt for thousands and thousands of years with concentration. See. He was performing, he says, he had said here 60 crore years. For 60 crore years he was performing tapasya. And what happened is that he was just, his mind was just fixed. Minds and everything was fixed on the Lord. So at that time, what happened? There is one big fish came, and this fish was half yojan, means 2 crores long, big. So this fish ate this Hans Muni, Hans Mahamuni. So now Hans Mahamuni is in the stomach of this fish. But still Hans Muni is just in his masta, he's just thinking of Krishna. That's it. Then what happened is then there's a demon called Bhadra came there, who was bigger. So Bhadra ate that fish. Now remember, Hans Muni is in the fish, the stomach of the fish, and the fish is in the stomach of this Bhadra. But still, this Hans Muni is just master in his meditating on. So Krishna, while he was performing this Rasadan, he realized that my devotee is in trouble. So he came, he left Rasadan and he came and he killed the pond, he killed the fish, and then he has released this Hans Muni of obeisance. And then Krishna just finished the work and his devotee was released. So Krishna left and then he went to he said then, well, I released my devotee and then I went to the ocean of Kshirosagar when I went there to take a rest. So then he said, the gopis said, how you were resting? Show us how you were resting there. So then the gopis said, oh, okay. So Krishna says, okay. So Krishna assumed the form of a Vishnu. Radharani became the Lakshmi. Lakshmi cannot become Radharani. Radharani can become Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, right.
So Radharani became Lakshmi. All the cowherders boys became all the demigods. One of them became Lord Brahma. And all the gopis around there. And this is the form he's showing, that this is what he had, Krishna had shown this pastimes of Sheshashai, how he was sleeping, taking rest. Just like we know after Varahadev killed the Hiranyaksha, he went to take a rest on the bank of the Jamuna in Mathura. What is that? First we go to take a bath in Mathura, Vishram Ghat. Even Krishna, after killing Kamsa, he went to take a rest there at the Vishram Ghat. So similarly, here Krishna had gone at the Sheshashai and he saw the beautiful form of the Lord, his pastime, to all the Brajvasis. So that's why this form of this Swarup of this in Sheshashai is not Lakshmi Narayan. It is Krishna himself showing his pastime. See. That's why it says that Lord can become Narayan. Narayan cannot become. Krishna can take a form of Narayan, but Narayan cannot take the form of Krishna. So this is the pastime had taken place. As I again say, Lord Chaitanya had come there. He was dancing when he reached there. And there is another, how this deity, as we know, all these deities in the Vrindavan, they were unmanifested because the Muslims were coming. They would attack. So this deity was also buried. And I forgot the name of the two devotees. Those two devotees, actually, they were going to go nearby the village. They were going to go to perform the Dandvat, going through Dandvat all the way up to Jagannath Puri. Now remember, doing Dandvat from Vrindavan, from Seshasai, go all the way up to Jagannath Puri, Dandvat. So where this is, I forgot name of the village nearby. There is Seshasai, there is nearby village is there. From there they started. But when they came here at Seshasai, their body were completely, because of doing the Danvat, their body, their knees and their this all the hands, and they were completely injured because they have to perform Danvat. I mean in the road. So when they came there, they came as Seshasai. At that time, Lord Jagannath came in the dream to them. Lord Jagannath said, "You don't need to come there, come all the way there. I'm here. I'm here." So then Lord Jagannath, then he said, Jagannath told them that there is a one tree, and near that tree, you will see the cow is coming every day at so and so time, and it feeding me the milk. The cow at such and such time coming every day, and it drops the milk, and I'm there. So please get me out from here. Now I'm buried here. So then these two devotees, they got all the village people together, and they saw that the cow was exactly coming at the time, which was Lord Jagannath told in the dream. The cow would every day come and it would milk, but cow itself, they don't have to even milk the cow. The cow itself would drop the milk. Then they got excavated, they found that deity, which is original deity, by the Krishna's great grandson Bhadranath had actually installed. The same deity they found, and same deity is right there at present in Sheshashan. And then of course they wanted to bring that deity, this villager, the two, they wanted to bring the deity from there to their village. But the cart would not move from there. Cart would not move. Because this is the original place where Krishna had performed pastime. Sheshasai. God would not move. So then, of course, village people got agreed and they built the temple there. So this is one of the pastimes Sheshasai. I think I covered. I haven't gone above my time, and I've covered, I think, both pastime. And some other time we can discuss some other pastime. Thank you again for engaging me. I really appreciate to keep me busy, engaging with Pradyumna Prabhu and everybody. Any question, any comments, anything? I will try to answer if there is any question or anything.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. It's a nice class. We really enjoy this pastime of Sesai. And also you explain about Kamdev and Krishna's fight. And those 5 arrows we have to remember. It's a very interesting and pastime. In Vraj Mandal Parikrama, This Sesai temple has also Anantdev pastime some?
I don't know. Only I know this pastime. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, only I know is that because that's the deity is there. Of Shesha, no,
Mhm.
deity is there.
Right.
Lying.
Yeah, and is not a nice location on Sesai. There is a surrounded by so many sugarcane fields.
Yes, and also village people are also very nice. They are very usually used to now we have more devotees, more than 1,500 devotees. So we have to find a field, and we set up the tents. But before, when we were 100, 150, 200, or even 300 devotees, then we all would village people would open up their house and we would just live in their houses.
Right, right.
Even at present, I just live in the houses. I don't live in the tents
Mhm.
for myself. A whole
Exactly.
parikrama, because all Brajbasis knows me now. So I just find any Brajbasis house and I just stay in their house.
Mhm.
Thank you, Prabhuji, so much. Is remind us the parikrama. I still remember the crossing the road, the Agra road,
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's remind everything. This is I hope we can come back again sometime.
Sure.
And you can come back on the line like this and remind us everything.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
more question? Anything? When anybody has any question or comment or anything? Kalindi Mataji always has some question.
Right.
Kalindi.
You're on mute, Kalindi Mata. Kalindi Mata, unmute yourself, please.
Thank you. I guess there is no question, no comment.
Kalindi Mataji is still talking. Kalindi Mataji, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay. I guess there is no comment, question. Thank you, Pradyumna Prabhu, again for keeping me, engaging me. In
Thank
this
you,
subject.
Prabhu. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripasindu.
Hare Krishna.
Patitanam pavanasya Vaishnava.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for a wonderful class.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhadra Prabhu. I don't know if you've thought of this, but I was just thinking that this year Raj Mandal won't happen, or for most of us, we won't be able to go. So I know there are a few devotees who are doing, a virtual Raj Mandal and giving classes every day during Kartik online. Maybe I don't know if it might be too taxing on you, but if you can try to do something like that, and however we can facilitate that for you, because there's always that English class and the Hindi class, so you can give the English class, I don't know for the full month, but for whatever time you can, and whatever day whatever place we're at during Kartik that day, you can lecture of that Leela or that Stali.
Yeah, if I'm not going, then I will. But if I'm going, then it would be, because I don't think in the Vraj, in the villages, I'll be able to use the internet. I doubt it. Some places will be not possible. I mean, I'm planning to go.
Okay.
Because we are planning, we are at the thinking stage right now, because Loknath Maharaj wants to continue even Akhanda. Akhanda means continuation. We don't want to stop it. 33 years we have done it. So even few of me, Radharaman Maharaj, and few of us going to do parikrama. We will continue it. So I'm thinking, I'm planning, but as I said, everything is not finalized yet at the thinking stage. We supposed to have a meeting, hopefully next couple of days we'll have a meeting, Zoom meeting with Loknath Maharaj and Radharaman Maharaj and all of them. Management of parikrama, management, everybody, and come up with some kind of solution how to do it. So if I'm not going, then yeah, I don't mind.
Right.
I'm here in Kartik, then I don't mind. We can arrange
Yes.
We can take each day, you know, each day's parikrama, and we can talk about pastimes of that. That will keep me busy. Thank you. We can let's see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah. Please, Prabhu, keep in mind. So in case something happen, then
Yes.
we can have a 4 Saturday setup for you or something. We can do it like a Vraj Mandal Parikrama.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. And one other good news is on October 31st, Saturday, Loknath Maharaj is coming on Zoom.
Is it?
Yes.
That is the start.
I just got the message yesterday from my temple president, Nil Madhav Prabhu. And he said, yes, Loknath Maharaj is coming on October 31st.
That is the day the Kartik starts.
Yep. Yeah, 31st is the first of Kartik.
So let's see what happens.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Jai Radhe.
Jai Radha.
Badaને મોનીલા મ્યુટ ના કર્યા બધાને